this is the argument of, you know, how you hear lots of stigma about we should legislate private landlords and people doing Airbnb. It's like, well, there's a big fucking safety net that's created there, because see these people that do these strategies and they make up a really small number of the whole market. But if the market does feel a bit of pain and it does reduce 10 or 15 or 20%, they're going to come in and step in and start buying these. They're going to take the pain away. They're going to keep the market operating, right? And they represent a small number of the actual purchases, but they're an important part, and people don't realise that. And when they do that, it brings in tourism, local jobs, it brings in local money into the local economies. So
I think we both agree that the people at the top are making these rules have not got a clue.
I mean, just when you think you can't get any bonkers, the new Scottish hate speech is just that was a hold my beer moment. They're losing they're losing a lot of people with some of the stuff that they're just penning into the rules at the moment. Crazy
the things that they're putting in place, and again, as you said, like they need investors.
Yeah.
Once if there's a big word here.
Yeah.
Once or if when this all crashes, investors will be coming in and they'll keep the market going at a certain pace anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's like that thing where you get people like we get a lot of comments, people, you know, that are just essentially fucking communists. You know, they want the state to look after them. They think anybody that makes money's evil and any of this sort of thing. And they'll say something like, you know, the industry needs to be heavily regulated so that people like you can't, they can't buy. You shouldn't be allowed to buy this because you're driving the market up. And I'm like, right, well, go and look at the thousands of tenants that I've had that have been provided a home that's worked, that they can afford, that they've lived in, that they've been happy in, right? What would they say to your comment? Like, it just isn't based in reality, because these private landlords that are providing these homes satisfy a private rental market that exists. If the private landlords aren't there, what happens to the people?
No, but not everybody buys properties to live in.
No.
You know? No. People can't get mortgages. So what do? They need to rent. This is where we step in.
Or maybe even it's timing. I mean, like, see if you get someone that's, you know, starting out, or they're moving area, or they're in a job that they're going to be there for a year, 2 years, 3 years. Are they want to rush into buying a house? No, they're like, I'll rent it so that it gives me flexibility. So there's a desire to have this style of property setup that's more advantageous than buying. You know, and there's plenty of support for people that are looking to be a first time buyer. So it's not a case of first time buyers aren't there, right? And it's usually these fucking whinging, greeting faced ratbags that have spent 10 years going to tea in the park, got themselves absolutely nutted, right? They're in a mess, they're still staying with their parents at 30 years old, and then whinging at everybody that's like actually went in, grafted, put, you know, delayed gratification. They didn't go and get, you know, partied up. And they made some moves and they got in a property lad and they're starting to do well, or maybe they've bought a house and they're getting themselves going. Maybe they've worked hard, got themselves up in a job or started a business, and it's just hate that they're throwing. And you go, well, what decisions have you made that have let you have this really skewed view that isn't based on reality? And that usually is what it's based on.
Yeah, there's always a chance for these people, but, you know, there's always a chance.